for some football and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State fourth-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for. Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Dak off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical, and that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. He's making a bid for it. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. When you want to be an All-Pro, you stick someone like that.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Dak now from the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
This offense already playing from behind as they come up on this one, Brock. Second and long. Dart out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. By turning them against their own team, they'll quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you start to murmur, and we might even hear a few bluebirds.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Drawing up the design keeper. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Prescott out of the gun, 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed And they come away with some points on that series.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
Has this at the 6. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And this is brought to a halt just across the 10. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Complete to Jalen Hyatt. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Putting a receiver in motion. Rolling on 3rd. Here's Dart. He's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Jamie Gillen on that a punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. That'll be the first and more. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First down, here's Dak. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what. These tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
A gain of 9.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Prescott here from the gun. And he puts him here under this one, right side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys hold a 16-point lead in the first.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead.
17. Giants nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 17-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Dart from the pistol. He puts a mare under it deep down the middle. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10.
17. Giants 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. From the gun is Prescott. Into the hands of Pickett. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Dak to the air here. Gets him on the in route. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, third and short.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now third and 2.
For the marker with Williams. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
Not terribly complicated when you lose yards on a toss play. You know offensively you've got to set an edge and get downhill. Well, defensively, what you just saw, puncturing that edge and pursuing that for a loss.
Cowboys butting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern if they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next two snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
It's Tracy on second down. They stuck with him and got the same result. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Third and long for him here. Looking right, throwing deep. Wide open down the field, and he has it. Touchdown, New York! The Giants reduce the lead to just 4. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys, watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Gano for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game.
17. Giants 14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Turpin with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Prescott on 1st and 10. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running right, it's Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
First down from the 42. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Draw play. This is Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. First and 10 now from the 46. Now Prescott. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. He lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy will be yard at most there, and it's second down.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Going play action with Darts. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Cowboys going with a dime package now. Third down. Darts out of the shotgun. It is caught left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs, just as they did.
The Giants are set to punt. Kevontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And hey, we see him under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Cowboys about set to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Dak off the play fake. His fine Schoonmaker complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Just a yard left to go on second down. Dak now from the gun. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
It's a gain of 52 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys bump the lead up to 13 points.
Giants, 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Going on first down. It's Dart. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. On first and 10, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. From the gun, here's Dart. Throwing the out route, complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Dart gonna throw again. Oh, he's gonna run for it. Timeout comes, and that's gonna be the second for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Dart. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythms, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Dart going to go for it on 4th. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
He'll throw it. And it's caught by Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Online, but not enough juice to it. That one falls short. It's no good. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. That passing game they went to in the 1st half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. He has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, that is such a bummer because as a quarterback, gosh, you got to give your receiver enough space and enough real estate to make that catch in bounds. That was off just enough to carry the receiver to the sideline before he could establish possession.
QB keeps the 2nd down option. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Darts back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. But that's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look. If the big guy's up front saying, give me a push, and I'll do the rest.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Tracy. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Trying to throw this from the gun. He's going for it himself. And Doc's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Giants first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They go right back to Tracy. Has a lane inside the 25. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now Dart's going to the air. Steps up, and he's running with it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Dart setting in the throw here. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
That's exactly what this offense was dreaming of when they brought him in as a rookie quarterback, showing off that ability to run. And Kate, that's exactly what these defensive coordinators are hoping to not see. Yet another dynamic rookie quarterback who can score it with his legs.
Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Giants get it back to within 6.
27. Giants 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys about to get go back out now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Prescott here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Prescott to sneak it. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
And he's brought down at the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. Fits it through the middle. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Another Cowboys first down. A gain of 21 yards.
Kate, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Williams. This is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on 1st. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, here's Dak. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Finds Slayton on the slant. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This is taken in by Slayton on the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Coming left is Tracy. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Dart's going to tuck it and run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. It looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that 1st down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short.
That's a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. On the sneak, here's Dart. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the 1st as they touch him down.
4th and 1, why not turn it into a battle up front? You think you got the bigger, badder dudes on the line? Well, they just proved it. No thinking, just doing.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, here's Dart. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So it's 2nd and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line. Darts out of the shotgun. Complete left side to Robinson. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A 6-yard gain on the play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Option design here. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
All about that defense there. Had them bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here starts. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
A 45-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. Now 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Tolbert now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. Here's a design run. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, a carry by Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
So many times, the job of that DN is to contain. Keep anything from bouncing outside, but not on this play. He got a draw, he got a chance to crash inside, and he took advantage of that opportunity.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Giants using their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. It's also Williams, headed right. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now Dak to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Third down.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Back to throw it. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Cowboys leading by 6. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
They tried for the field goal to really eliminate all shadow of a doubt, and instead, well, let's introduce some doubt into the picture and a little energy on the other side, Kate. It's not quite an automatic win still. They're going to have to get focused defensively and make sure they get a stop to clinch this.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants find a way to tie it late. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
Cowboys 30.
Gano ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
At the 47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. He'll look to throw it. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Dak. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is brought in at first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
48 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Dallas.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants and Darius Slayton with the football once again. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Giants lining things up. First and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Dart. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. Incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push deep downfield. This is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.